Guys, good morning. Nice to see you all. Welcome to Preeti, who's a new member. Hi. Hopefully you guys know that this is a weighted session, so you're going to need something to weight the movement with. You can have a kettlebell or anything else really. I'm going to put the workout on your screen now so we can have a look. Okay, so you should be able to see it now. We've got two parts. We've got a strength part and we've got a conditioning part. Part one is a single arm overhead squat. We're going to do 5 sets of 3 on each side. Now that is a really challenging movement and some of you might struggle a bit. It's very, very mobility dependent. So how flexible you are is going to have a big impact on if you can do that one. I've got some options in case you can't, but we're going to work a good bit on mobility just to warm all the various ranges of motion up so we can give this a go. You can also, if you have something a bit lighter, you might struggle with a heavier dumbbell or kettlebell, but if you have something lighter, you might be able to do that one. So it's 5 sets of 3 on each side every 90 / mobility. And then the conditioning is a shorter one. We're going to do a 12-minute AMRAP, so 12 minutes, many rounds, 5 dumbbell or kettlebell snatches on each, 10 V-ups, and then 50 double unders. And if you don't have a rope, or if you're inside and you don't have space to skip, then it's going to be 50 star jumps. Okay, so 12-minute AMRAP, that's going to be pretty fast and furious. 3 movements. With the triplets, it normally means you can move fast. There should be really no reason to stop moving because all these movements are they're quite different in how they're going to affect your body. So we're thinking here, high intensity, go, 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 smash it out and just see what you can do in 12 minutes. Let me just take that off your screen for a second. Oh, got something. And I'm going to put that in the chat as well. Just one sec. Just a little reminder in case you guys forget, workouts in the chat. So the plan is going to be, we're going to start with the flow like we always do. And then we're going to do a specific mobility warm-up, get into a lot of squat stuff, try and get that squat position ready for this overhead squat. Then we'll get into the strength work, we'll look at the technique. Then we're going to warm up the kettlebell snatch a bit specifically, and then we'll get into that AMRAP. So do you guys have any questions, or should we just get cracking? All good? All right, team, cool. Andreas, are you joining from your phone as well? Looks like it. Okay. Let me just make sure everything is right. Cool, guys, go find your mat, go find your space. And we'll start with this flow, as we always do in the morning. So I want you to start just by reaching up. So reach up tall, try and just get a little bit of decompression through the spine here. So we're trying to stretch out the spine straight up. And then we're gonna lean back a bit. Try and get a bit of extension through your upper back. And then we're going to slowly start to curl down towards the ground. And what we're going to do today is we'll spend 3 breaths in each of these positions. Okay, so slowly curl down, keep your legs straight, reaching down to the ground. You find that stretch in your hamstrings, find that stretch in your back, and we'll take 3 breaths here. Okay, slow, long breaths. In and out. In your own time, 2 more breaths. And each time you exhale, just see if you can't fall a bit further into that position. Okay, from there, just walk your hands out and find a downward dog position. So arms and legs straight. Press your hips up and back. Press your chest back towards your toes. And we'll take 3 breaths here as well. Each time you breathe out, try and press your chest a bit further back towards your toes, push your hips up a bit higher, try and get your heels a bit closer to the ground. One more breath. From there, take your right foot and step into a long lunge position. And we're going to start in this upright position, chest up. And your goal here is just to squeeze your butt, push that back hip down towards the ground. And again, 3 breaths here. Each time you breathe out, see if you can push your hips a bit closer down towards the ground. You should feel a good stretch in your hip flexor. Okay, from there, take your forearms and you're going to reach down towards the ground. You may not get your forearms all the way on the ground, but just try and reach down as low as you can go. Just opening up this front hip, and you can let that front knee flare out to the sides, give you a bit more space. You should just feel a nice stretch in that hip. 3 breaths again. Then from there, just go through a rotation briefly. So leave your left hand on the ground, rotate up and through with your right hand, big rotation through the upper back. Should feel a good stretch in your glutes as well. Hands back down, push back to downward dog, just briefly. And then let's bring the left foot up into that lunge position. And we'll start again in this high lunge. So keep the chest high, 3 breaths, pushing that back hip down towards the ground. Good stretch for the hip flexor. Hip flexors. I'm hoping the rain holds off for a bit since I'm coaching in the garden. It's looking very, very overcast. Okay, take your forearms down towards the ground. Stretch off this front hip. Then leave the right hand on the ground, go through a rotation. So left hand all the way around, look up towards your left hand, move over as far as you can. Okay, then hands back down, back to downward dog. Just a second here, feel that stretch. Then walk your hands back to your toes, keeping your legs straight. And just sit in that hamstring stretch again for a second. And slowly curl your way back up. Okay, nicely done, guys. Next thing we're going to do is just start looking at this squat a little bit. Okay, so first thing I want to do is just go through a few air squats. So nothing crazy. Find your squat stance. So feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. Toes can point out slightly. And we're just going to do 5 slow squats. So as you go down, I want you to think, sit your hips back, keep your chest up, and push your knees out over your toes. Okay? In your own time, but nice and slow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Nicely done. Okay, from there, we're just going to go ahead and sit down into the squat, and we're just going to hang out there for 2 minutes. Okay, just to start opening up that position. So when you're ready, sit all the way down. And this can be right into a passive squat position. So you don't need to be holding yourself up, just simply sit down all the way to the ground. Keep those heels on the ground. You're just going to sit there in that squat. You can get the elbows into the knees, you start pushing the knees out. Only thing from here at the moment is make sure those heels are on the ground. It's okay if your back is rounded a bit. If you really struggle, grab your kettlebell, you can hold it out in front of you. That's going to counterweight you, keep you in that position a bit easier. Coming up to 1 minute there. Final 20 seconds, guys. Let's push those knees out a bit more. Start to try and pull your chest up a bit as well. Get a bit more vertical, a bit more upright. Okay, and stand up. Ooh, good. Take a second, just shake it off. And then we're going to get into some slightly more specific drills with this squat. So we're going to start to try and open up the overhead position as well as we're in that squat position. So the first thing you're going to do is go down into your squat, and we're going to do 5 reach ups. So from the bottom of your squat position here, you take your arms, keeping your elbows straight. I want you to reach up as high as you can and then back down. Okay, reset each time, make sure the elbows are straight, really active, and back down. And when you do that, you should feel like you're really engaging through the upper back. That's 3. 4. One more time. And 5. Good stuff. Stand on up, take a second, take a break. Okay, so now that was both arms at the same time. Now we're going to go one arm. Again, 5 each side. So again, into your squat, make sure those knees are out, good position. You're going to leave one hand on the ground with the arm inside the knee, and take the other hand, other arm, straight elbow, and all the way up. For now, try and keep yourself straight. Okay, so no rotation if you can through the upper body. We're going to rotate in a minute. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4, last one. That's 5. Okay, and stand up. Nice work, guys. Whew, good. Next one, we're going to go down. Same thing, but this time, going to add a bit of rotation as well. And what you're going to find for some of you, when we get on to doing this kettlebell overhead squat, is a bit of rotation is going to help you get down. You need really excellent mobility to be completely straight and squat with one kettlebell overhead. So this may help. Go down to the bottom, in that squat. And then this time, as you reach up, I want you to open up the chest, rotate. And it's almost like you're looking towards that hand. You're rotating your whole torso now around towards that hand, 5 each side. That's 4, last one. And 5. Good stuff. Stand up slowly. Okay, cool. So squat should be pretty warm now. If you can, grab your kettlebell, your dumbbell, whatever you have. And the first thing we're going to do is just warm up the shoulders a bit. So I want you to take your kettlebell. We're just going to do 5 strict presses on each side. Okay, dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever you got. Press up, little pause on top, and then back down. Okay, and it's going to be 5 reps on each side. Nice, guys, good stuff. Yeah, if it's a bit heavy for you, you can go through a push press. Good. Now what I want to do first, and this is going to be one of the scaling options, because really the challenge of this movement this morning is the mobility and the movement and not so much the weight. I'm not that concerned about the squat itself. It's more about the challenge of the overhead mobility. So if you can't do the single arm overhead squat, I want you to try a windmill instead. So we're going to use a windmill right now to warm up. And some of you will have done this in class before. What we're going to do is take the kettlebell overhead. And to begin with, I want you just to point your toes diagonally to the left. You might want to watch one of these reps before you try it. What we're going to do is pop the hips to the right and back and reach down towards the ground. Again, as you reach down, the shoulder is going to corkscrew away. So hips back and to the right, shoulder corkscrews all the way down, all the way up. Okay, you can try that 3 reps on each side, guys. It might be for you that this is actually harder than the overhead squat, but it's just going to be another option. So push your hips back and to the side. And up you go. Good work, team. And the other thing about showing you that windmill is how you can use a bit of rotation as you go down for your squat. Okay?
Tom, the weight that I've got is quite heavy for me overhead. So is there anything else that is a windmill? I can do the windmill when I'm kneeling, but it's a bit, I feel like I'm going to drop it on my head if I do it when I'm standing up.
Okay, let's try the overhead squat. Are you comfortable to try the overhead squat?
Yeah, if I can't do it with one hand, I might just do it with 2 hands, possibly.
Let's try the overhead squat, and if not, you can do something like a Turkish get-up instead.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so now it's time to try the overhead squat itself, guys. So you're going to take your kettlebell overhead, and then we're going to squat down. And you can use a bit of rotation to help you get down as well. All the normal things for the squat apply. Knees out, chest up. It's a pretty tricky movement, huh? Nice, pretty easy. Nice, Jenny. That was all right. Try and keep that elbow straight, Elaine, if you can. Really press up. Super active. Cool. Don't do too many, guys, because we're going to get into the working set in a second. Good work, team. Not bad at all. We're going to get straight into it.
It's funny because the first one,
Yeah.
I could basically not do in one side.
Yes.
Like, I can't even move. Is it like some hip like mobility I need to work on? What is it?
The thing is with this movement is it's you from head to toe basically. So it could be shoulder, it could be hips, could be knee, could be ankle.
Okay.
Could be some combination of all those things.
Yeah, I'm a bit stiff today, so
Yeah.
anyways, we try to see.
One side to be much harder than the other, so that's to be expected.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, guys, so we're going to get started, and it's going to be one set every 90 seconds. Okay, you're going to do 3 one side and then 3 the other. And the most important thing here is just to try and move as well as you can. So it doesn't matter what the weight is, just try and go slow, try and control everything. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go, team. 3 reps on each side. Nice, guys. Good. Nice, Andreas. If you struggle, think a little bit about that rotation. Let's keep those heels down.
Only 3 on each side, right?
Yep, 3 on each side. That's it. Yes, guys.
It's insanely difficult.
Jenny?
It feels like I'm not even moving.
You mean you're not going down very far?
Yeah, I am, but I'm not in a way. It's really tough.
Yeah, you know, it might be an idea to, you can kind of sit in the squat in the rest periods. You can use that as a chance to work on mobility. Yeah. All right, guys, round number 2, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Set number 2. That's good, Jenny, you're moving. Really challenging movement, guys. Don't worry if you find it hard. It is hard. See if you can pull that dumbbell back a bit, Gus. Yeah, keep it right overhead. Nice, Andreas. Nice, Donato. Good stuff, guys. Got about 30 seconds to rest. And if you want to work on your mobility in the rest period, feel free to sit in the squat. It's a good idea. 10 seconds, guys. So round number 3 coming up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Active shoulder, press up. Let's get those knees out. Keep pressing up, guys. Nice, Elaine. Good work. Nice, Preeti. 3 and 3, and then when you're done, feel free to sit in the squat. So we got about 30 seconds to the next set. Can use it as a chance just to sit here in the squat, get comfortable. All right, 10 seconds. So get yourselves ready. Round number 4 coming up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, everybody. Hopefully, as the sets go on, you get a little bit looser. This starts to feel a bit more comfortable. Nice, guys. Looking really good. Same again, when you're done, just take yourselves into that squat. You got about 40 seconds till the next set, so good opportunity just to work on the mobility a bit. How does this feel for you guys down here in the squat? If it doesn't feel like a rest position, this is something that you can work on every day. Just sit in the squat, 5 minutes, it will make a big difference. Okay, so final set coming up now, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, team, let's get it. That's it, press up, get really active with that shoulder. All right, team, good stuff. Okay. Let's take a second, just recover for a moment. And now we're going to start looking at the kettlebell snatch or dumbbell snatch. So I'm going to be going through the kettlebell snatch. Just know that when we get to the full version, if you're doing the dumbbell snatch, it's going to be from the ground, okay? Whereas the kettlebell snatch is from the hang in between the legs. So the first thing we need to do, grab your kettlebell, and we're just going to do 5 Russian swings on each side. So we'll start on the right. All I want to see is a good hinge. So you send your hips back, and then you punch, and just let that bell come up to around eye level. Okay, but everything is coming from the hips and the legs. So we're not using the shoulders, using those hips. I want you to actively think about squeezing your butt, squeezing your quads as you punch through. You go back, boom. Be really deliberate, guys. Okay, cool. Next thing we're going to do, same thing, but this time as you swing up, I want you just to bend the elbow. You know, swing and bend the elbow up. It's almost as if you're going to try and elbow someone behind you. Okay, so you're going to go swing, elbow, swing, elbow, swing, elbow. Okay, again, 5 reps each side. I still want you to focus on a really explosive extension through the hips and the knees. Okay. Yeah, so Donato, don't actually go onto the shoulder, just pull the elbow up. I still want that arm to feel relatively passive. Okay. Cool. Looks like some of you guys are doing more like a clean. Maybe you couldn't see me properly. I just want you to swing and then bring the elbow up. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll move on to the next thing. So now we're going to try the full kettlebell snatch. Swing, elbow bends, and then punch all the way through. I'm going to show you a couple of reps from the side and a couple of reps in the front, so you have an idea. But this time, swing, punch, swing, punch. Again, then from the front, swing, punch. Okay, if you get it right, that kettlebell should not be landing on your forearm in that kind of jarring way. Now, if you're doing it with a dumbbell, now you're going to be going from the floor, guys. Okay, and you're going to alternate arms every 5 reps. From the floor if you've got a dumbbell, in between the legs if you've got a kettlebell. Nice, guys, good. Okay, guys, good. Well done. So that's the kettlebell snatch. Let's look at the other 2 movements. You got the double unders. Okay, so that's skipping two parts of the rope for 1 jump. So you can do that if you know what double unders are. If you have a rope, you don't have double unders, you can do single skips, but that's going to be 100 instead of 50 each round. And if you don't have a rope, it's star jumps. And just in case you don't know what a star jump is, you start here, jump out, jump in. Okay. I'm pretty sure everyone's done a star jump before, but in case you haven't, that's what it is. You'll notice that 50 of those. Yeah.
Tom, I have a plate. Can I use the jump on the plate?
Jump on the plate?
Yeah, I have a plate.
Yeah, I would actually do star jumps.
Okay.
Try the star jumps. The star jumps actually replicate the kind of metabolic feeling of a double under quite well. You'll see that.
Perfect. Okay, perfect.
Okay, so that's the options for the double under. And then you've got your V up. Okay, so V up, you start on the ground, lying on the ground. And you're going to V up and touch your toes. When you're doing that, I think about pulling my chest up first and then bringing my feet in. Okay, and that's going to help with the timing. So you go chest up, toes in, chest up, toes in. Okay, if that's too hard for you, chest up and then tuck in. Chest up, tuck in. Either one is fine. So just try a couple of those. Make sure you're happy with the one you're going to use. Take a second, and then we're going to get into this AMRAP. Chest up, toes in. Nice, guys, good. Okay. All right, looks like everybody's ready. So the workout is in the chat in case you forget. But it's going to be 12 minutes. 12 minutes. as many rounds as possible. I'm actually not going to put the clock up for you. I don't want you to know what the time is. I want you just to work. Okay, so go out hard, fast, and then just see what happens. Okay, keep working. I will give you some reminders, but I'm going to let you work for a good bit of time before I tell you anything about the time. Okay, so just get into the work, enjoy the grind, and that's it. Any questions before we get going? Fantastic. Okay. So get yourselves ready. We start with those snatches, 5 snatches each side, 10 V-ups, 50 double unders, 100 skips, or 50 star jumps. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go, team. Meant to mention, but feel free to put your own music on your side. We don't put music on because then it gets taken down from YouTube later. Yes, guys, use those hips. All right. So like I said, just get involved with the work. Don't worry about the time. Go hard. The time will go past pretty fast. Yes, guys, star jumps. Until lockdown, I thought star jumps were a bit of a joke. I tell you what, they're not. Especially 50 of them, you'll see. Think about your breathing as well, guys. Make sure your breathing is under control. You want to deliver that oxygen, get rid of that CO2, keep things ticking over. Steady pace, guys, under control. You take a breath, round 2, let's go. Yes, guys, awesome. That's it, guys, good stuff. Looking really good, team. Let's keep moving. Go, go, go. Don't worry about the time, just one rep after another. Let's go, Andreas. Nice work, Elaine. Nice work, Preeti. Let's go, Jenny. Yes, Donato, crushing it, buddy. Excuse me. Nice, Diane, that's it. Big push. Good work, Gus. Keep it up, buddy. Nice, Andreas, looking smooth, man. Good work, Elaine. Take a breath, back on it, keep moving, guys. The idea with this one is you just keep moving. You don't stop moving. Try and catch your breath on those star jumps. Think about your breathing. Nice, Jenny, that's it. Good work, Gus. I still haven't told you what time it is. It doesn't matter, just keep working. That's it, Donato. Try and keep your back a bit stronger, buddy. Big chest. That's it. Bit more of a hinge, bit less of a squat if you can. Use those hips. Try and keep that back strong, Gus. Big chest. That's it. Keep that flat back position. Nice, team. Looking good. Let's go, Preeti. You got this. Nice, Jenny. Throw a double in there. Why not? Boom. Strong, Diane. That's it. Bow. Okay, guys, your first time update. You're 9 minutes down. You've got 3 minutes to go. I want you all to pick up the pace from here. Let's go a little bit faster, just 3 minutes. Can you get 2 more rounds from here? Big push, guys, come on. Try and fully extend that elbow, Jenny. Get all the way up. There you go. Yes, Diane, that's it. Let's go, Preeti. Let's go, Elaine. Let's go, Andreas. Let's go, Donato. Let's go, Gus. That's it. Can you go a little bit faster? Just a bit faster. Can you go? Coming into the final 2 minutes, guys. Let's go, team. Big push. "90 seconds. Let's go. Let's go a bit faster again. Nice, Gus. There you go. Nice, Preeti. That's it. Okay, so now final 60 seconds, last minute. Let's push again. One more gear. Let's go. Yes, team. 30 seconds. Come on. "15 seconds. Big sprint. And time. Awesome, guys. That's time. That's time. That's time. That's time. Well done. Great work, team. Awesome. Take a seat or stand. Just relax for a second. Drop your score in the chat if you want to. Share how many rounds you got. How was that, guys? Was that good fun? Quite high on the intensity, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep moving. It looked like all of you guys were just moving, which was the idea. So that's good. Oh, here we go. Scores.
Tom,
7. Yeah.
what's the trick? So the V-ups,
Yeah.
like after a while, my lower back just starts seizing up.
Yeah. It's probably just because the abs are getting really tired. So you end up overextending when you come back down.
So is it like I'm relaxing too much at the bottom?
Because ideally, when you come back down from the V up, you come back down to a hollow hold.
Yeah.
Should always be hollow.
Yeah. So you're always in tension. You should never relax. Right?
So probably it's just because your back is going overextended and then it's rounding, overextended, rounding. It's a bit like doing a kind of a bad deadlift over and over again. 7, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Awesome, guys. Well done. Wicked. Let's do a bit of a stretch. And then for those of you that want to stick around, meditation will be at 8 o'clock as well. You can get your mindfulness point easy. 10 minutes. Okay, guys, so let's do a little stretch. All right, so take both legs out in front of you straight. And we're just going to do a forward fold, get into these hamstrings a bit. So really simple, this position, folding forward. And we'll just spend 2 minutes there. Okay, from there, let's just take it into a shoulder stretch. So hands and knees, get your arms out in front of you and just push your chest down into a puppy dog position. And we'll spend just 1 minute here. And you can move side to side if you want, just to get into the shoulders a bit more. Okay, and then the last one, I'm just going to do a stretch for your lower back. So just lie on the ground. You're going to pull your left knee into your chest and then across your body to try and keep your left shoulder on the ground. Should just feel like a gentle stretch in your lower back. You might feel it a bit in your glutes as well, that's fine. Okay, and the other side. So bring your right knee into your chest and then across, keep your right shoulder on the ground. Okay, cool. Well done, guys. Thanks so much for coming. If you're sticking around for meditation, just hang out for 2 minutes. If not, lovely to see you. Have a great Thursday and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
Guys, see ya. Nice to meet you, Preeti. Thanks.
Tom, is lunch lunch is the same as this morning was one, yeah?
Lunch is,
body weight.
yeah.
Cool. See you later.
Bye.